How we doing, EDL? Back with another video. Special guest number 5. We had a few good weeks of a special guest. I don't know if they can see him in that corner. It's pretty small. Show yourself up there, Rupp. Why don't you say something? Say something
Hey,
to
what's
the people.
up, guys? How we all doing?
Oh, there he is. Nice to see you, Rupp. Welcome to the show. Let me give you an actual little introduction here. Give some credit. A little credit's due. Probably one of the more prestigious franchises in the EDL. A lot of history. Yeah, 2 Super Bowls. You started out the EDL extremely hot. The 10-year just from the get. You runner-up your first year, and then a Super Bowl in 2013 and a Super Bowl in 2015. So one of the 2-time winners. What else I got? Some numbers on you. You got your plus 500 in 7 of 8 years, your record. So overall, you're normally in the winning side. Your career record, your regular season record, is 63-47. That's a 58.3 win percentage. That's tied for the randomly tied for the third best in the EDL. So I mean that's pretty good, Rupp.
Not bad.
And then on top of that, you're probably the hottest team in the EDL right now. So yeah. How thanks for joining the show.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, Doc, real quick. I'm having some technical difficulties right now. Can you see Nate?
I can see whoever's talking, but that's it.
Weird. Okay. I can't see you at all, Nate.
I can only see it on the small screen, too.
Well, DZ, you can hang up and join the call back, or I can add you back in if you want.
Yeah, let's try that. Call me back, will you?
All right, I will. We're going to keep going with this crap. Rupp, formerly known as Homo for Romo. That's how you started it out. 2 years of that, and now you've been Glory Hole prospector for forever now.
All right, there we go.
Oh,
I'm back. I'm good. So much fun.
Okay, good. DZ's here. All right, Romo. You've been 2 names, Homo for Romo, Glory Hole, prospector. Just let me see where I'm going.
Super Bowl for each team.
Yeah, Super Bowl for each team. You start, like I mentioned a minute ago, you started out your tenure pretty strong in the Super Bowl 3 of the first 4 years. The past couple years haven't been as good. You only have 1 playoff win in your past 3 years, 2 first-round exits, and then last year you were 5-9 going into the playoffs. Like I said a minute ago, you're the hottest team right now. You've turned it around. Right now, you're on a 6-game winning streak. Very impressive, Rupp. Heading to the playoffs, what are we expecting here? Are we expecting good Rupp, bad Rupp? Are you back to the promised land?
Good rep right there. Yeah. I think team's setting up to compete right now. I've got some running backs coming in. I had nobody at the beginning of the year. I think Josh Jacobs and broke-ass LaShawn McCoy, but traded for some guys that are both, good for the future and might get some burn in the playoffs.
We're actually going to talk about some of your younger guys, some of your trades you did this season here in a little bit. Got a lot of stuff to talk about. Mostly trash. But before we get into that, what happened last week, what we're looking for this week, Pay Dirts, Joe Dirts, some of the interview, a little house cleaning, everyone's contracts up to date, finally. Everyone's money, adjustments, everything, blind bidding has been accounted for and taken care of. Still need to get the last payments on people that haven't officially paid everything, so get those in. And without further ado, let's pull up some freaking pages for me to look at. Last week, we had 3 really good scoring weeks in a row. This past week sucked. Here we are at 204.3. That's our second lowest of the year. And I'll tell you what, it's probably because of my score, a 137.9. The lowest low points of the year so far. Not good. I think
Hey,
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, me and Rupp, we did our part to bring the league scoring average up. We did our part, Nate.
Yeah, mine was bad. There was 5 teams actually, five of these over here under 200 on the week, which is tied for the most. So there's more than just me. And then we also only had 3 teams over 215. No, 4 teams over 215. Everyone else out here, you're looking, even in there's some few low 200 scores. So down week from a lot of people. I actually looked. Let me see if I can zoom out. Player scores have been low. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. Just records, player records. Here we go. If we just look at this page right here, just kind of, you can even look at the numbers. There's been 5 since week 9, week 10, week 11. There's only been 5 players that have scored over 40 points. Here, I'll go like this. I don't know how many people even look at this. Here we go. This is a good page. There's only been 5 players scored over 40 points in the last 3 weeks. Only 4 of them were just over 40. Russell Wilson did have a 40.9 back in week 9, or 49.3. But anyways, player scoring's been down over the past couple weeks. Yeah. On the good note, bright note, Rupp, you got your first high points of the week. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Would you put up 263? 264 points. Yeah, that was in a big matchup too. So good timing to get your high points. Definitely some good stuff. Continued your active winning streak of 6. Jerome and Birdman both picked up L's this week, so their active losing streak continues on to a 5-gamer. They might challenge mine already. What did I have, like 8 in a row somewhere? But they're sneaking up on it pretty quick. Confidence picks, DZ. You're still pulling away a little bit there. Survivor is over. Trade deadline has came and gone, so we don't have any more trades to talk about. But I wanted to use this time to kind of recap Rupp's few moves he's made over the season. Looking back at it, DZ, Rupp's made some good trades. Definitely gotten after it. I'm blowing it up big here. We have the one between you two. Rupp gave up AJ Green. Got Devin Singletary and a 2nd-round pick. That's in 2022. The next trade, Rupp, you gave up TJ Yeldon, whatever. Willie Snead, whatever. Albert Wilson, whatever. A 2021 first, which is good, and a 2021 third. You got back Kareem Hunt and Darius Geis. That may be working out for you. And then your last trade here, you traded Drew Brees and $8 for your 2022, for a 2022 first. DZ, 3 good moves.
I mean, it's kind of hard to argue with any of those trades, especially, getting Breeze out of there, exclusively starting Dak Prescott, and then Rupp went from no fucking running back, looking like his running back stable back in his heyday.
Rupp, what was your favorite move? What's your favorite one you got here? Your addition, or?
I mean, getting rid of Breeze. I've been thinking about how I'm going to get that guy off my roster all year long. But,
really?
To get a first-round pick out of that was pretty nice.
I mean, especially since it was like 2 years after you should have done it. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't need the guy. I wasn't even. I mean, I've got Dak, who's hot. I mean, I love Breeze. Breeze is solid. Breeze has dome games in the playoffs.
Breeze won you 2 Super Bowls. You started Breeze in both of them, and you're just like, oh, see you later.
Yeah.
No. You don't
Josie's
miss him.
Better about me losing Breeze than I was, but no, actually, I do. I miss Breeze a lot. Seeing that guy in my lineup every week, that picture, and now I've got to look at this Dak Prescott fucking ugly turtle face. he's got going on now in my lineup. A preview week, but no, that was good. I like all three of the trades, actually. I like everything that I've got going on.
You started Breeze in all three of your Super Bowl matchups. So he's got 2 Super Bowl victories as a starter and then 1 appearance. Pretty good EDL career for Drew Brees.
Once he retires, he'll go in the Rupp Ring of Honor.
In the Rupp Ring of Honor.
Jesus. Hey, what's sad about these trades is that everyone has been saying for years that Rupp's fucking up, Rupp's holding on to his old guys too long, and then he ended up trading them to like me and Edwards for premium fucking assets, dude. I bailed you out, Rupp.
Just so you guys know, this is what a rebuild should look like.
Oh man.
Better win a title after a fucking comment like that, motherfucker.
Yeah, you had one. I'll go to your. Can I go to your roster from this page? Yeah, here we go. You had one of the worst running back cores, Rupp, and with those trades, you brought in Darius Geis, Devin Singletary, and Kareem Hunt to pair with Josh Jacobs and LaShawn McCoy. Arguably one of the best running back cores, so you did a good job there. And then if Geis, who I've been completely off of, I've been a non-Geis guy. If he comes around and is legit, and Devin Singletary is legit, you've got some youth there. Josh Jacobs looks good.
Yeah, Birdman's gonna have to brace this weekend because Darius Geis is going against the shitty Detroit Lions, so he should go off.
All right, so getting rid of Drew Brees was your favorite trade of the year. Come on. All right, let's look at power rankings a little bit. We do have some closeness in a few different spots. At the top, obviously, DZ, you and Seward have been neck and neck for a while, 10-2. That's pretty good. We got another. Just the rest of the teams are chunked right here. 7-5 and 8-4. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different teams where in these last 2 weeks, any of that can change. Any of these shuffling around. So definitely a lot going on here. And then at the bottom, we have Russell and Flo and Too Much Ballage tied at 4 and 8. One of those two is going to the toilet bowl. So we got some stuff there. Rupp, who do you think? Let's assume you make a top 4 seed for the fun of it. So you got DZ, Seward, and you. Who's the other team of this group that's getting the top 4 seed? So you got Pete, Robbie, Edwards, Tito. Which of those 4 do you think is going to come out on top? Right now you have Robbie at 8-4, the other 3 at 7-5.
Pete or Robbie? I'd say Peter's playing Robbie this week, right?
Yeah, that's a big week. That would.
I'm gonna go Pete on that one.
And what are we talking about here? Are we talking about for the 4 seed?
Yeah, I'm just kind of picking it up. Maybe this is a pre-interview question of just what he thinks is going to happen with those seedings.
Well, let's be honest. Pete's going to catch Rupp.
Why? Do you guys play in 13? Who does Rupp play this week? You?
Seward.
He plays Chris.
Seward. Oh, Seward. That's a
and
good
Pete's
one.
got a tiebreaker. Pete's got a tiebreaker.
Well, so,
I have to keep winning. If I don't win, I'm out.
So you got to keep winning.
Yeah.
You can still slip in as the 4 seed.
Good.
I mean, the 4 seed. Let me see. Rupp, who do you finish out with?
Oh shit.
Robbie. Wow.
I got something.
That could be. It's funny. You and Robbie could play next week, and then play the week following.
Yeah, I could go all the way down to 5th, and then if I lose to Robbie too, I could be like the 5th seed.
You and Robbie might.
You have to win out, Rupp. You have to win out, Rupp, for the title.
Lock the slide over here. No, that's pretty good. Let me see. What else? We got to give out. You want to give out a little respect? DZ, you have any respect from last week you want to give out yet?
It's tough to give it to this guy since he's fucking ghosting all of us. I've sent him millions of messages. But to be consistent, I'm going to have to give it to Too Much Ballage, man. Balling out, dude. and he's pressing Birdman for that last playoff spot. His team was better than we all thought. They're coming together real well right now.
Rupp, you have any respect to anyone you want to give out being on the show?
I just say Robbie. Happy to see him back in it.
God, everybody gives this guy so much respect.
Gotta give it to Robbie.
I'm gonna give mine. Rupp's hot right now, so he's got my respect. Still winning and putting up the big win last week. We'll get into our Joe Dirts, Pay Dirts in a minute, but last week was a big one for you, especially after Edwards was talking some mad shit last week about your team getting some easy wins. You definitely showed out in a big one. Let's get into. I think we're just gonna interview. I feel like I've been just talking to you, even asking questions. It's been like a interview this whole damn time. But some more direct questions. Last 3 years, some subpar finishes were up. Did this cause any turbulence in your household with Josie? How upset was she with the franchise?
Okay, you guys know why I haven't been in it the last 3 years, right? I've been in pharmacy school. I've been busy.
Oh my goodness. Are you trying to say you can't handle pharmacy school and the EDL? Because I know I could. Throw me in some pharmacy school. I'll still crush this league.
All right,
no, Josie has been kind of upset that I haven't been bringing home that money, every year. But I don't know. We'll see if I can turn it around.
Would you consider any of these past 3 years? Last year was the only year you were sub 500. You went 5-9 going into the playoffs. Do you consider that a rebuild year? Has Rupp been in a rebuild year yet? You haven't been in the toilet bowl. Have you had a legit rebuild year?
Well, I mean, not in the terms that everybody else thinks of a rebuild year, but I mean, I did dump off Julio Jones last year. I guess that's my rebuild, dumping Julio.
Yeah, I guess.
Josh Jacobs.
Is it a rebuild? I mean, I don't know.
Josh Jacobs plus.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You got 2 Super Bowls with 2 different franchises. One in 2013. It was a 211.3 to 202.9. That was over Edwards. Edwards went into this last week a little bit. That was with Homo for Romo, and your other one in 2015 was actually over myself. You smoked me 218.6, and I only put up 178 on you. That was with Glory Hole. Any of the hey, you gotta. Which one was sweeter? The first one, the second one. Either of them stand out.
The first one's always sweeter. I was bitter after playing Dan in year 1.
Yeah, you did lose to Dan in year 1, so come back, get it done. First one's I have yet to have one, so I'll let you know if I agree. You got 2. Okay, so let's look at the future a little bit. You got 2 first-round picks this year. One of them's a top 4, or maybe it's Matt. Too much knowledge. You have a possible
actually
top 4.
It's actually Matt or Casey.
It's top 3, guaranteed.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, I get the better pick between Matt and Casey.
Oh my God!
So it's top 3 guaranteed.
Yep.
Have you
put Judy on this guy's team already?
Have you? Yeah.
You don't need no running backs no more.
Back to my question: Have you looked at any of these college guys yet? Have you watched any tape, seen any highlights, or are you just gonna fuck off?
Yeah, bring your cheat sheet.
I'm gonna jerk off until the draft because
no. Who does Josie like? That's what we need to know.
Yeah, give us some insight. Where are we leaning? Running back, wide receiver?
That's tough. I have the firepower, I think, at running back if these guys check out. We'll have to see how they perform towards the end of the year. But I've got depth. I don't have uber studs right now. Jerry Jeudy could be that uber stud, but if somebody else, has a good landing spot, a running back, that could be it.
God, I didn't know it was protected like that. Better between, so you're getting a top 3.
Rupp's a scam artist, man. I'm telling you, scam artist.
All right, let's play a little game, Rupp. We're gonna call it. It's keep, cut, and trade. You You got to keep someone, you got to cut someone, and you got to trade someone from your division. Pete, Matt, and Tito. Who you keeping with you in the division? Who you cutting from the league? And who you trading to a different division?
I will keep Pete.
Ooh.
Keeping the
Pete. He gives
Interesting.
I like the competition with Pete. We have a good thing going. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'd cut Matt. I'd trade Tito just because. The fuck is Tito doing?
What are you drinking, Rupp?
Looks like a cream soda.
I know.
It's a Rogue Honey Kolsch.
What
the fuck?
Yeah. You've never had a Kolsch? It's like it's a light, you know. I don't like all the super hoppy shit. I'm not big on IPAs. Like, I'll drink IPAs, but... And then I've also got Rogue Condor Kolsch. Drink beer and save the condor at the same time.
God, bro. I mean, you might as well have one of the Trulies, or what's the...
White Claw?
What's those... Yeah, White Claw. You might as well sell White Claw.
Hold on.
Why don't you just show them White Claw down our faces here,
I've got it for you. San Juan
Good night, Rupp.
Seltzer.
Good. A lot of estrogen running through those fucking drinks, dude.
Dude, you know, I used to compound that shit. Maybe I absorbed it a little too much.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh my god. Yeah, Josie definitely buys the beer in that household.
Yeah. Jesus.
She gets to pick it out. That's for sure.
I've heard of women picking the clothes out for their man, but like picking the beers and shit out, I don't know. I don't know if I'm with it.
All right, Rupp, rank these three players for me. Dak Prescott, Tony Romo, Troy Aikman.
Tony Romo, Troy Aikman, Dak Prescott.
Dak's still third. Interesting. You, I don't know if you've looked towards the Super Bowl yet, or Week 16 Super Bowl, but you got the Eagles-Cowboys in a matchup there. Hypothetically, if you're in the Super Bowl, who's your starter?
Oh.
Wentz or Dak?
Dak. Dak, that's an easy one.
Yeah. Dak
Hey.
didn't have a great game last time against them.
Nate, real quick, what is this, undisputed?
What do you mean?
We talking about Cowboys every 2 segments, or what are we doing here?
All right. Yeah, you're right. Let's move on. Let's move on from the Cowboys.
We are not hitting our demographic at all right now.
All right. Give me your Super Bowl prediction, Rupp.
Me and Dan, because I want some of
You
that.
sure would love that, wouldn't you?
I would love
Hey,
that.
be careful what you ask for, my guy. Be careful.
All right, what's your toilet bowl matchup? Who's gonna win who's gonna be winless in the toilet bowl? Worst seed. Who you got?
Matter case, that's fine.
8.
Me?
Nate, did he look you in the eye when he said that? I don't know.
I've definitely hated on Rupp a lot this year, but I've given you credit lately to turn it around. All right, 3 quick ones. Tell me which one, DK Metcalf or DJ Moore?
Metcalf.
Ooh.
Matt or Birdman?
Birdman.
Dan or Seward?
Seward.
I don't know. He wants Dan, but he picks Seward. I have mixed emotions on those.
Dude, clearly I haunt his dreams. He wants me out of his head, dude.
That was some pretty good, Rupp. Pretty good answers. The interview, everything, all that was good. We got some recaps to do, DZ. If you're ready to do that, you look ready.
I'm ready.
You look in the zone, ready to go. Joe Dirts, Pay Dirts. Let's rock out some recaps. Rupp, anything and everything. Just say it out loud if you want to.
Buzz in.
Raise your hand if you got anything to say.
Hold up.
Hold
up your bitch beer if you want to say anything, okay?
Okay.
All right. First matchup, we're gonna look at Seward and
Oh shit.
Seward and Birdman here. Seward pulling out the win, 211.3 to 172.8. Efficiency rating of a 97.1 for Birdman here. Team was on a bye week. There's 4 teams on bye, one of them being the Seahawks. I definitely think Birdman felt that in his roster. Let's start out with Seward getting the win. Give me his pay dirt. God, his team sucked too.
I think it's pretty. What's up?
I just looked at Seward's roster. I'm like, man, his team sucked too, outside of like 3 guys.
Yeah, no, like literally, like 7 guys in double figures here. So it's C-Mac by default, 14 carries, 70 yards, 11 catches, 121 yards. Guys, I don't know if you guys saw the article I dropped about C-Mac, where his team only scored 3 points in this, guys, and he had 32.9. That's really fucking impressive. Great game. Christian McCaffrey is the best player in fucking EDL fucking history right now.
Give me his Joe Dirt.
We talked about the trade last week, and now we look at it right here. Here's the results. 11.7. Royce Freeman, Sammy Watkins combined 11.7. I'm not sure if that's worth a first and a third. Again, we got a lot of ways to go, but not a good start for Chris Seward. For Seward in this one.
I will agree with you there. Let's look over at Birdman's side of the table. Give me his Joe Dirt.
Joe Dirt was just Kenny Golladay, 1 catch in this one, 34 yards, 5 targets. Is Jeff Driscoll, is there cause for concern for Golladay the rest of the way, guys?
Willie Snead, I think that 3.3 is 3.3 points more than he's scored on my roster in the last 2 years.
Well, we're doing the Joe Dirt right now. Why would we make him the Joe Dirt?
No, that's pay dirt, dude. That's pay dirt.
Oh, yeah. Kenny Driscoll's a no-go. Yeah, I don't know. Give me his pay dirt.
Driscoll actually had a good game. And we'll just go to the other receiver on this team, the young receiver that everybody likes. I like a lot now. Cortland Sutton looks really good. 18.7 in this game. I know it's a lot, but guys, if you look at his team, it was really hard to pick here. He had 5 catches, 113 yards, 2 carries, 10 yards, and he also threw the ball for 38 yards. The guy did a little bit of everything. This guy looks really, really, really fucking good when you guys watch him. He makes really awesome contested catches. This is the guy Mike Williams was supposed to be, and he just simply ain't. He's on pace for 78 catches, 1,288 yards, and 5 touchdowns. He would be way higher up on the list if he actually had the touchdowns. But look at the quarterbacks he's doing this with. Cortland Sutton is a very impressive player, a guy I would love to have on my team. He's rising up the ranks.
2.0.
No, absolutely not, man. Why you got to ruin a good moment?
He can run.
Why you got to ruin a good moment?
He can catch. That's who I think he is.
He come in as a knucklehead quarterback. But anyways, my question for you guys is, who are you taking in Dynasty? Cortland Sutton or Kenny Golladay?
Bro,
I take Kenny Golladay.
Kenny Golladay? I'd probably go the same. I still like Golladay more.
If they get a better quarterback, for the Broncos, who knows? But
yeah, they're probably looking this year. I would say probably.
I mean, you guys gotta watch Cortland. This Terrell Pryor is just ridiculous.
That was a joke. I know he's better than Pryor, but the fact that he's running and passing.
He's like 6'4", right? But he looks small on the field. He's like the smallest 6'4" guy I've ever seen.
Bro, he's just making plays, man. He's adjusting the footballs, making plays. This is what Mike Williams should have been, and he's not. This is Cortland Sutton, man. We're talking about a potential wide receiver 1, guys, right here.
Get him a quarterback. Get him a quarterback.
Let's see.
Next matchup we got Edwards and Casey, 189.9 to 162.8. Low scoring affair. Edwards getting by with a 75.4 efficiency rating. Let's start with him on his pay dirt.
Are we talking Edwards here? Hey, was the first round pick worth it? Drew Brees, 27.6 of this one. Probably, I didn't go back and look because I can give a fuck less about Edwards' team, but probably the best performance he's had all year from a quarterback. 28 for 35 for Brees, 228 yards, 3 touchdowns. It was against the Bucks, but who gives a fuck? 27.6 is still 27.6 points.
That's pretty good. Give me his pay dirt or Joe Dirt.
I went with Robert Woods in this one. I scoured Twitter if I do care about his team. And I didn't see an apology for Robert Woods. I'm trying to find out what the fuck happened. No one really knows what the personal problem here was, why he was inactive for this game. But he let the Rams down, and probably more importantly, that was
didn't affect him, thankfully. But yeah, I don't even know. That personal issue is weird. Casey's team looking tough over there. Pater's got to be Elliott, right?
Well,
I mean, that's the only dude. That's the only guy. Dude, I've had Joe Dirts with higher scores than this. 22.5. 16 for 45, 2 for 28. His stats aren't even that good. He just had a couple touchdowns. 20 on Casey's team besides Zeke.
Yeah, Joe Dirt. Rupp, who are you looking at? Are you looking at him right now?
Yeah, everybody.
Give me a guess. Who do you got a guess?
What happened to Rupp?
Was trash. Tyler Boyd was trash. I think he's due for a rebuild.
You might have to.
Tom Brady, 8.1 points from your quarterback. You're not going to win.
I got Tom Brady, man. I got Tom Brady here. And the reason why I went Tom Brady here, guys, is not only we talked last week or a couple weeks back about Aaron Rodgers still an elite dynasty quarterback. Even that with Tom Brady. Is Tom Brady even a startable dynasty quarterback anymore, guys?
Yeah, that's tough. That's that Eagles defense you got to worry about, Rupp, who you just played against. 8.1 points. They might do that to Dak. You got to be careful.
I know.
Edwards needed a win there to stay in the hunt. He got it done. Casey putting up a low score. But Edwards' bad score was just a tiny bit better. Does that make Edwards lucky? Was that a luck box win? Is that a luck box one?
Luck box fucking Edwards, dude. Luck box Edwards.
Next game we got Tito getting a little bit of an upset here. Matt, 228.5, earning some respect from DZ and earning a W over Tito. Let's start with Matt's team. Give me his pay dirt.
Real quick, because we kind of booked his pay dirt on last week's show, if you remember, Nate. It was after the Thursday night. Schobert, 39.8 in that game, 7 tackles, 1 sack. Pass defense from a fucking line, amazing. 2 picks in this one. 39.8. Honorable mention, we talked about it, Nate. We've been talking about this guy for a while on the show. John Brown's having an amazing he's proof that Buffalo is not where receivers go to die. 34.7 in this one. And I also want to mention Jamal Adams, guys. 6 sacks on the season, all of those in the last 3 weeks. Clearly the defense coordinator is emphasizing using this guy getting after the quarterback. He is on pace to break Adrian Peterson, Adrian Wilson's 20. Fuck, I can't write it down. Adrian Wilson's fucking record for most sacks. I think it's 2005, but I can't read my chicken scratch. Adrian Wilson had 8 sacks. Jamal Adams is only 2 away for most sacks by a DB in a season.
I like it. Looking at his Joe Dirts, he had 1, 2, 3. He had 4 zeros in here. And I think all the guys played. But and still put up 228. That's pretty impressive. But who'd you go with his Joe Dirt?
I think this one's easy, even with those 4 goose eggs. God, dude, Brian Burns, get him out of your fucking lineup. Does that not watch the show? We've been talking about this for 4 weeks now. But anyways, Deshaun Watson's your the week right here. 3.8 points, easily his lowest point total of the season. Only 169 yards through the air and 2 turnovers, no touchdowns. Game from Deshaun Watson in a game against the Ravens.
Possible playoff matchup, not a good sign if you're a Texans fan.
Absolutely not.
Tito's team. Let's start with this Joder.
Oh, that's easy. David Johnson, 0.0.
He played, right?
He played. He was dressed. I think he got. Did he get like 1 carry towards the end of the game?
Was this that game?
Because he wouldn't have got a goose egg. He didn't get no touches. Forgive me for not going back and looking. Forgive me for not going back and looking at what his snap count was. I don't feel like. There's just no way he was on the field. Edwards, maybe Edwards could tell us in the chat because he's a diehard Niner fan. I'm sure he watched this game.
Yeah.
But anyways, guys, let's talk about this real quick. Couple of thoughts that came to my mind when I was reviewing this. First thing is, Nate, this kind of really debunks your whole Todd Gurley. They got to keep him around. They got to play him because of his contract. Because David Johnson's got a big-ass contract. And Coach Kingsbury says, I'm going to go with Kenyon Drake. I don't care if DJ's got a big contract. He's hurting the team. He's going to sit on the bench. So that kind of debunks that. That's my first point. And then my second point is, guys, I'm asking you, is DJ done?
What happens when Chase Edmonds comes back, and then you got Drake and Edmonds?
You would love that.
I would love some Edmonds. He looked good before he hurt himself.
Well, he diced up a fucking weak-ass Giants team. Quit getting a fucking wood over that shit, bro. He's too
40 points is 40 points.
That's tough. I don't know if he's done, but
Dog, why you still selling it?
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to add it up in my head, and I don't know if he's done. I don't want to say he's done, but like from what I've seen, he doesn't look good. He doesn't look like the same David Johnson from a year or two ago.
Let me ask you this: would you give up a 3rd-round pick for David Johnson right now?
I probably would, but
yeah,
like
absolutely.
If you asked me a second,
you would say no.
I don't know. I don't know if and which is crazy because didn't he go for a first? Wasn't he? David Johnson was in a trade not too long ago, right? That's how he got the Tito's team.
Well,
what did you trade?
Before the season. Pete traded him. I think he might have got a first and Christian Kirk.
Damn.
Yeah.
Something like that. You know, Pete's the trade fucking legend.
That was a good time to sell David Johnson. Do we talk about his pay dirt? We haven't. Let's do his pay dirt. Let's go back. Let's dial back in.
Another impressive young receiver right here, DJ Chark, 30.4 in this game, 8 catches, 104, 2 touchdowns. I did drop that list about Christian McCaffrey, and I wrote down the lowest score of a team for a 30-point scorer, if that makes sense. He didn't get it this week because McCaffrey, his team only scored 3. McCaffrey went over 30 points. But the Jaguars only scored 13 in this game, and Chark got 30.4. Very impressive. He's pretty much same stats as just has 5 more touchdowns. Both really 2 exciting young receivers in this league.
Solid. Good win for Matt there, getting in the playoff hunt. Our next matchup, it's a doozy. It was a big one. Rupp definitely wanted to keep your win streak alive, and you got it done. 264.5 high points. We mentioned that earlier. Over Pete, definitely a good little head-to-head matchup we like to see. How you feel after this one? You like your team? I see a lot of double digits on there.
Yeah, I feel great. I mean, a lot of double digits. I don't have any like uber studs every week. Dak Prescott dropped 38, but I always play Pete tough. It's always a matchup. I'm pretty sure I've got like a winning record against Pete. all time.
I might have to look that up. Who was your Rupp? Who do you think was your pay dirt and Joe Dirt?
Pay dirt's got to be Dak, putting up 38 points. Joe Dirt, Danielle Hunter. Danielle Hunter putting a 3.5, who's been solid all year long, did not show up this week.
All right, DZ, what do you got for me on his pay dirt?
Fuck, bro. Well, like clearly Dak's the pay dirt in this one. 29 for 46, 444 yards, 3 touchdowns, 38 points. The guy's a beast against shit defenses, and that's what he did right here. He fucking ate up. Was it the fucking Detroit Lions?
Yep.
38 points. Yeah, 38 points.
No. Congratulations, dude. Congratulations. I think Derek Carr had like 30 last week. Good for him too. Anyways, and this motherfucker somehow nailed the pay dirt. The Joe Dirt. It was actually kind of hard on his team. All his offense was in double figures in this one. And I wanted to bring up Danielle Hunter because, Nate, we talked about this guy a few weeks ago on the show. I talked about how much I love this kid. I still do, but he is struggling a little bit. Only 11.8 in the last 3 weeks combined. Great fucking player. I guess I must have just jinxed him. So maybe I just need to fucking praise all your players, Rupp. And you know a guy, Rupp, hold on real quick, Nate. Rupp, if you watch our show, we're going to test you out right here. What player on your team have I been killing all year?
Stephon Diggs.
Oh, there we go. Rupp gets plus 10 to his score this week.
Send him a keychain, a show keychain.
Oh man, yeah, Hunter, not a great game from him. Let's look over on Pete's side here, DZ. 226, only an 86.9 efficiency rating. That's not horrible, but Rupp had a 95, which was awful freaking good. Let's look at who let him down. Who was his Joe Dirt?
Dude, Ronald Jones, and let's talk about this from a multitude of angles here. 4.2 points in this one, but really just didn't get the touches. He had 6 touches in this one. And let's talk about your coach, Nate, Bruce Arians. I know you love this. 6 carries in this game by running backs. 2 of them were by Jameis Winston. Obviously not designed run plays, I'm guessing. 51 pass attempts in this game. God damn. Chris Jerome would be creaming in his pants if he watched this one. Nate, do you like the strategy here?
I love Bruce Arians' attitude right now. If you're screwing up, he's saying to hell with you. So maybe that's why so many running backs are getting the ball. Maybe that's why he's cutting people or benching people left and right. But I love it. Let's. Well, as long as I got no piece of the rotation, no piece of the pie there. Let's create 10 slices.
I'm just saying, you're talking 51 passes to 8 rushes, 6 by running backs. So pretty much he dropped back 53 times or even more. I don't know how many times he got sacked or threw the ball or whatever. But 6 times you handed it off to a running back. What in the actual fuck is going on?
There's a handful of coaches out there that just can't stop themselves from throwing the ball. Bruce Arians is one of them. Andy Reid's one of them.
Is he negative game script right off the bus?
They just can't help themselves. They want to chuck it. Cliff Kingsbury will probably be one. We'll see.
Nagy was one for sure.
Nagy? Yeah, Nagy needs to run the ball. I don't know what he's doing still passing it. Rupp, good win for you here. Definitely a good one. Keeping the streak alive.
Can we just get Snag Pizza pay dirt? I don't like to miss my camera time here. Yeah, I don't like to miss my camera time here.
Go ahead. My apologies.
Don't steal. I like Travis Kelce this one. Definitely could have went Aaron Donald. He had a dope game, but I thought that Travis Kelce getting going was really important. 22.2 in this game. Back-to-back 20-point games by Travis Kelce. And he's now the number 1 tight end in all of EDL football. Austin Hooper's out a month, so he's still behind him in points per game. But he's the number 1 in total points for the season. So Travis Kelce, it looks like he's going to get hot with Mahomes back.
It's been pretty good as of late for Kels. I do like him. And then looking at Pete's team, he had a lot of double-digit scores there. He didn't have very many duds to choose from. I think I went down too far. Yeah, he's up here. A lot of double-digit scores. Good win, Rupp. Let's go on to the next game. We can fly through this bad boy. 201.5 to 137.9.
Nate, you want to guess yours or what?
Yeah.
Well,
it's got to be the KC wide receivers. I mean, you got Patrick Mahomes throwing him the ball, and they get 2 duds.
all I'm gonna say is this. Oh man, I guess he's the kind of ball. I told you guys Marvin Jones was good. How many people did I tell that? But I will say this: Marvin Jones has 8 touchdowns on the year, and 6 of them have come against my matchups with Robbie. Marvin Jones definitely sticking it to me in our matchups with him. So fuck that guy. That's all I got to say about this whole matchup is fuck Marvin Jones. Screw me over like that.
You gonna guess your pay dirts and Joe dirts?
I don't know if I had a pay dirt.
I found one for you. I dug real deep into this, and I found a silver lining for you.
If you say Zane Gonzalez.
Absolutely not. Although that is your best player.
Irv Smith. Do we get
Yeah,
Irv
he
Smith some
got
love?
a touchdown.
Dude, Irv Gotti Smith is the pay dirt. Maybe the lowest pay dirt of all time, Nate. 11 points. I think even Zane Gonzalez, when he got pay dirt, was more than 11 points. But you got to love it. Rookie tight end. Mike Zimmer loves to fuck rookies. This kid, the Vikings were down 20-0. And he got that team going a little bit with a nice little touchdown catch. Your linebackers had some nice games. By the way, nice young linebacker trio you got there, even though Vander Esch is softer than fucking Charmin fucking toilet paper. But Irv Smith is definitely your fucking pay dirt. Silver lining for you, buddy.
Who's softer, Vander Esch or Sean Lee?
Well, I think Vander Esch is just sliding right into the shoes of Sean Lee.
Who is my Joe dirt?
Well, Brian Rupp somehow saw my fucking notes before the show, and he nailed this one too. Your KC Whitehouse, bro. I know Tyree got hurt. Let's get to that in a minute. But Demarcus Robinson, what a motherfucking little girl, dude. Like, come on. 0 points, bro. Do something, bro. You got Patrick Mahomes. I know that elevation was pretty trash, but one thing I want to ask both you guys, God, and I lost Rupp's picture, and that's annoying the fuck out of me, dude. But anyways, is Tyreek Hill injury prone?
No. Did you see that field they had him on? Did you happen to check that out? They're in Mexico City. It would look like the damn fairgrounds out there. I prayed they didn't put him back in.
Bro.
I don't want him playing on that.
Of course he's in.
No, he isn't.
How big is Tyreek Hill?
I don't mean nothing.
Apparently
He's tall.
He's always hurt.
Compact though. But hang on, Nate Dogg. Don't sit here and tell me that if you happen to be watching a Chiefs game and he catches the ball, that you ain't cringing when this motherfucker gets tackled and you're waiting for him to get up. Don't act like you ain't waiting for him to get up. Like, please get up. Like a little bit. You're saying a small prayer every single time. I'm not going to call him injury prone. That's not my style. I really hate that term as is. You guys know me on that. But, like, dude, this, for the people that do play the injury prone card, I can imagine what they would say.
I'll agree with you there. I'll agree. Whatever. Let's go to Robbie's team. He had the only player over 40 points this week. Is that where your pay dirt was?
Hey, it's almost as easy as booking fucking C-Mac at this point. I got 42.4 on my notes. They must have done some kind of stat correction on Lamar. But anyways, doesn't really matter. 41.9. 17 to 24, 222 yards passing. Oh, they took 6 rushing yards away from him and gave him, 10 carries, 79 yards. rushing yards. So this guy's about to break Michael Vick's rushing record for quarterbacks, and I think he's like 11th in the league in rushing, dude. Outstanding year.
And give me his Joe Dirt.
I mean, is this one obvious?
I would say Camille Harry. Or N'Keal Harry. However you say that fucker's name.
I'm actually going to go Myles Garrett. Even though Myles Garrett. I mean, even though I guess I'm just like, I'm not a very compassionate person in my old age. I love the fact that he ripped that dumb fuck's helmet off and tried to kill him with it. I'm glad he didn't kill him, but I love that he tried to kill him.
Bad. I don't even think it was that bad.
Well, whatever. But anyways, the question I want to ask you guys, because there was a little bit of debate with him and Pete on this. How bad does this hurt Robbie going in the playoffs?
I'd say it hurts him as bad as me losing to Danielle Hunter, which is pretty bad.
I'd say it's significant in the DN world.
Yeah.
Does it matter that he was kind of struggling recently?
I don't really know of what his numbers are exactly.
Well, I mean, there's 3 straight games of single digits, like 4 points
the last 3 games.
Like, I'm sure he would have got it going. The playoff schedule looks scrumptious. I mean, you're talking about Ryan Finley and the Bengals' offensive line week 1. At Cardinals, I feel like Kyler's offensive line is trash. And then the Ravens in week 16 is not the best, but I mean, it's Myles Garrett.
Yeah, I see Myles Garrett had 3 quarterback hits. I just want to know if they awarded him for 2 on that last play or just 1. I don't know if he got double points on that play. That's it. No, I think it matters. Myles Garrett getting hurt, he could always pop off and have a 2-3 sack game in the playoffs, and that could win you a matchup.
So. He didn't get hurt, Nate, by the way. He hurt Mason Rudolph.
That's what I meant. You know what I mean. He's suspended. Whatever.
Does anyone else think this is Mason Rudolph's fault?
I think a lot, dude. Me and Pete have been
like he's on the ground. Mason Rudolph is like bear hugging his helmet, trying to rip it off. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude. Mason Rudolph is a piece of shit.
That wasn't even that big of a hit. That was like a normal late hit. You get up and you walk.
Dude, he kind of like picked him up. Like, it wasn't late, but like the action of like picking up, like trying to take him to the ground, it was like weird, dude. It was like a weird takedown.
I feel like that's the normal Phillip Rivers crybaby bullshit.
Wow.
Up and you pout a little bit to the refs, and then you move on through life.
Yeah.
I feel like he's like a little kid that just shoved a big dude, and like, but we know nothing's gonna happen, and then the big dude just chucks him, and then it's like, well, like he tried to pull Myles Garrett's helmet off, but little Mason Rudolph's not gonna do that. Little Mason Rudolph's not gonna hurt nobody, and then Myles Garrett just yoink.
Yeah, exactly. This is a great fucking point. This is Jerome actually brought this up, like right after it happened. You use the kid analogy, but I'll use the girlfriend, whatever analogy. You know, I don't condone hitting women, but sometimes these girls they can push the line because they know the society says you're not supposed to touch a back. Okay, that's exactly. He just a female shit, and this guy happens to hit females, dude.
He did. I like that. I actually really like that analogy. Did we touch on? Yeah, we're good. We're good to go. Next matchup, last matchup. Yeah. DZ put a little beat down on Jerome here. 254.6, 186.1. Who'd you give? Who was your pay dirt?
Hey, real quick, Rob. You know what my new slogan is, right?
No, what is it?
My new slogan is ruining Sundays. Ruining Sundays for everybody. I didn't disappoint. Jerome was fucking depressed all weekend, all Sunday, crying in his room, dude. So, but anyways, did you want my pay dirt real quick, Nate Dogg?
Yeah, just give me what you got.
Okay, so pay dirt, I got my team was so damn good I had an honorable mention. I wanna I want to honorably mention Sam Darnold in this one. I actually started the right quarterback, Dave. It feels good. I thought after benching Baker on Thursday night, it was going to bite me in the ass, but Sam Darnold came up big time. 293 yards, 4 touchdowns in this one. He's just like Dak, bro. He kills fucking shitty defenses. I love it, bro. But anyways, let me move on to my actual pay dirt. Kind of a guy who's flying under the radar on defense a little bit. Did this against the Niners team. Jordan Hicks had a game, guys. Had a ball game. 32.7 from the middle linebacker spot. 8 tackles, 1 sack, 1 pass defense, 1 interception, and he returned that bitch 48 yards. I love me some Jordan Hicks, bro.
That's some good ones. Give me your Joe Dirt.
Joe Dirt is Brian Hill, man. Like, fuck, bro. Like, come on. One time can I get one of these fucking handcuffs to come in and fucking ball out for me? And just not the case, dude. Falcons feasted in Carolina. Brian Hill missed the fucking plane ride, I guess, because he went 15 for 30 in this one. Only 1 catch for 8 yards. I need Devontae Freeman back. I thought they were interchangeable, to be honest with you. I like Brian Hill, but now I don't.
I don't know. I'd say Latavius Murray. That guy came back down to earth. I think we all kind of expected Brian Hill to suck.
Bro, not that this matters, but in my other league, I lost by 1.4, and I started. It was between Brian Hill and Damian Williams, the Chiefs running back, and he was out all week. And then they were like, "Oh, he's gonna play. He's good. He's back with the team," and he doesn't even touch the ball except for like 2 times. I would have won if I would have started Brian Hill. It was between those two, and I don't know how I lose that, but whatever.
Brian Hill, in his defense a little bit, he did have a touchdown callback on him on a holding.
All right, let's look at Gurley's team. Pay Dirt, Joe Dirt. There's probably a few couple Pay Dirts you could have gone here.
Let's go Pay Dirt first. And this is the guy I've been wanting to give some love to for a minute. Oh, wow, we got another stat correction. My notes are completely different from Monday. But anyways, it's only 1 point difference. I just wanted to talk about this guy, Budda Baker, guys. Doing some work for that Arizona defense. In his last 4 games, he's had 13.9, 25.4, 18.9, and then 17.4 in this one. He's the second in those 4 games. He's only behind Jamal Adams as far as production from the DB spot. He had 12 solo tackles in this game. I think Jerome, with all the heartache he's faced this year, he might have a keeper here at the DB spot.
All right, give me his Joe Dirt.
Nate, we talked about this trade. We've analyzed it. We broke it down. Marlon Mack actually was the one that popped off this week. Marquise Brown popped off last week. The only guy that hasn't popped off for him, who's still kind of making him look like he lost his trade a little bit at the time being, is TJ Hawkinson, man. The guy blew up game 1 in the season. Now 1 catch, 6 yards in this one. Single-digit scores every week since their Week 5 bye. Just not a pretty follow-up from what we thought he was going to be to start the season.
Agreed. I still think he's a good player, but yeah, no, definitely not right now. DZ, another win, keeping it 10-2. Good work. We got some previews to get to.
Yeah.
We've already. This is already. Here we go. Already Thursday night. Thursday night's already played, so we're rocking and rolling already. We're gonna start with Robbie's team, the single-digit midgets, and Pete here. We brought this up. This is a pretty big matchup. Could be some shuffling around here, especially if Pete wants to catch Rupp. He needs to get this win. Started out great, which we saw in the chat. $11 for Jonathan Williams. How nobody else. I thought about bidding on Jonathan Williams, but I'm like, no, I got to save the money for other offseason stuff. I don't need him.
I had 10 E-Bucks.
How Pete was the only one bidding on Jonathan Williams is pretty unexcusable, if you ask me. But he definitely paid dividends. 26.3 points here, off to a good start. Robbie had 5 people go.
Not good.
Yeah.
Not good.
Got bailed out by his linebacker, or it could have been even worse.
Yeah, it's ugly.
Yeah.
This might be a sweep here now. After watching what happened on Thursday night, I don't know if I would have necessarily went Pete, but I'm going Pete in this one. Obviously, now it's too much of a handicap for what happened on Thursday Night Football.
I'm also going Pete.
Petey.
Which? What did Rupp say? Say it with your chest, my guy.
Pete Easy.
Hey, which will clinch the East Division for yours truly if that happens?
Pete? I thought Rupp is one game up on Pete.
No.
I win.
Oh, for you, yours truly, East. I forgot we're the East. We're not the Central. My bad. I will say that Robbie's got Lamar, Todd Gurley, and is that it? One more? Eric Weddle on Monday night. Who knows? Maybe we have a vintage Todd Gurley and a 40-point Lamar. Monday Night Magic. We'll see.
That should be featured.
Let's move on to our next matchup. We got a sweep right there. This one, nobody's gone yet. We got DZ and Tito. You're getting the Chiefs on a bye, so no Patrick Mahomes here. You feeling good? Brian Hill back in the lineup? I guess you got the handcuffs, so you're getting the starter of the Atlanta's running back.
I'm going to ruin Tito's weekend, bro. I'm going to ruin his Sunday. Fuck this guy. I mean, he's Adrian Peterson's his only running back going. Jimmy G's going to come back to earth. He's got 2 Dallas receivers against the New England shutdown D. Yeah, it's all systems go. I'm going to go fucking bananas.
Rupp, what do you think about this matchup?
Yeah, not having Mahomes, I don't think Tito has a chance.
That took way too long. Should have just been instant, easy.
He might get lucky on those Dallas receivers because Gilmore is going to be shadowing Cooper. So that means Randall Cobb and Michael Gallup are going to score like 5 touchdowns apiece.
Yeah, but it's Dak Prescott against a good defense.
I got DZ. I got DZ on the sweep. All right, our next matchup, we got myself with 3 players going already. A running back, a tight end, and a D-tackle. Going against D-Hop, who just fucking shit on the Colts.
Yeah. Doesn't he always shit on the Colts, though?
Usually it's T.Y. getting after them, but yeah, we can't cover D-Hop. Really, we can't cover much this week. I am probably thinking that we're going to have a sweep here.
You know, Nate, we booked a fucking pay dirt last Thursday for this week, and we can do it again right here. Your pay dirt's going to be Nyheim Hines, 9.9. What a game, bro. What a game, dude.
Oh, my God. Oh, you baited me. I thought you were going D-Hop for Edwards.
Edwards going to win this one. It's not going to be close. Hey, Edwards, you can relax, buddy. You got another lucky one coming your way.
Luck box.
Yeah, luck box Edwards.
Oh, man. Next matchup. We got Weekend at Gurley's Jerome with just a shit squad he's throwing out there. I'm already looking at this. But against Chris has started 2 players, a safety and a linebacker who combined for 10.3. Is there a chance Jerome pulls this off?
Trey Quinn's in the lineup again.
God, Jerome, what are you doing
there?
I mean, just go start a backup nose tackle. I'm just saying, bro.
He is a wannabe Cole Beasley. He is not on Cole Beasley's level.
Shit, Cole, but man, you still like this guy, don't you?
Cole Beasley is one of my favorite receivers.
After all these years, that fucking guy. Let
Go
me look
start
at
Adrian
it.
Amos. Go get Amos in the lineup, please.
We could probably find 15 guys easy. You could start.
I mean, I don't really think Chris gives a fuck at this point.
Go get Shaq in the lineup, Chris. Go get Shaq in the lineup. Go get Adrian Amos in the lineup.
Dude, we're breaking all kinds of rules right now. Birdman's just fuming.
He's already started 5.
Dude, Birdman needs this game, and we're trying to give Gurley fucking advice. He can take it, though. Jerome's the smartest guy in the room. Why would he listen to us?
That's why we.
So, I mean, he's got Daryl Henderson in. Let's go. I got Birdman. Birdman needs this badly.
Oh, my God. I feel like Jerome's doing this to just – he knows. He's just giving it to letting Birdman win. Hey, just to throw this out there, this is gonna one of these two, whoever loses or whoever wins, this is the two losing streaks going against each other right now. So one of them's getting their losing streak snapped. I'm going Birdman. Slow start, but I'm going Birdman.
What you got, Rob?
I need Birdman to win because I want Matt in that toilet bowl for that pick.
Doesn't matter. You get fucking Casey's. I'm pissed about
we're
that.
Doing pick'ems. We're doing pick'ems here. Don't fuck up the integrity of the pick'ems.
It's easy. Birdman's gonna win this.
All right.
All right. Next matchup, we got a straight flash homie putting up 14.9 with two running backs, and then Matt, 12.5. Not good, but a tight end and a linebacker. So, I'm going Matt here, and I'm disappointed that he didn't have Will Fuller in the lineup. Or Deshaun Watson, but I think Will Fuller was questionable and was a game time decision, and he didn't get him switched over, which hurts me. But
wow,
I'm still going Matt. I'm still going Matt here.
I'm gonna go Matt too. Casey, we saw it last week, guys. I mean. 120-point scorer, dude. Amari Cooper's going to be – they're going to try to take him completely out of this game. Robbie Anderson is so dog shit, dude. He's worse than fucking Stephon Diggs, dude. I got Matt in this one. It's going to be a game, but Matt's got this one.
And our game of the week – or
did Rupp
pick Rupp.
This is dog shit.
Well, I want Matt to lose.
I'm going to give Casey.
Oh, no. Well, you going Casey? Because it helps your draft pick?
Oh, I mean, like...
Well, joke's on you. You have to do the lone wolf sound now. Go ahead.
Oh,
come on, bro. You got to get up like this. That was weak. Are you going to wake up Josie or something? Like this, bro. Ow. Oh, my God. That was estrogen. That was estrogen filled.
Hold on. Let me get some juice here to get me going.
Oh, yeah.
Right here.
Even weaker now.
Tampon seltzer for the man who only wants 85 calories and 0.
That's a manly man seltzer.
Oh, my God. And for the game of the week, we got this seltzer guy. Jesus Christ. Then up against Seward, you've had one person go, your kicker, 5 points. Seward's had two people
kicker versus kicker. No, Stewart, no. I think Seward has to get a guy in this lineup. Nobody tell him. Hang on. Let me go message him real quick.
No, he started Zach Pascal.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, what happened there?
I looked.
He got a target. He played. Dude, but their offensive play calling was conservative. Brissett definitely is not 100%. And even when he's 100%, he's trash. But yeah, Pascal only one target. They didn't get him no love. So Seward, 8 points. Rupp, how you feeling right now?
Indifferent, I guess. A little bit of an underdog going into this, but I like my chances. My chances.
Getting a 0 from one of his receivers definitely, I think, puts makes the underdog maybe even at this point.
I would say even. I feel comfortable.
DZ,
whatever happens.
DZ, who you got here?
What's up? Hold on. I gotta look at something real quick. I think this is the important game of the day.
I mean, I'm missing all of my Vikings.
Where's it at? Okay.
Heavy on Vikings.
Here's the game right here. Oh, this is a low number too. Saints against the Panthers. in New Orleans. Okay. We got an over-under of 46, Rupp. You need that number to hit under. The problem here is McCaffrey, as I've already stated, can put up a ton of points even if the Panthers don't score. But if you get a Saints where this turns into a blowout, that essentially takes out Alvin Kamara. But if you get a game where it's last possession, back and forth type shit, this gets over 46 points, you could see a lot of garbage-ass catches from these guys. They could really ruin your Sunday this weekend.
That's pretty easy. I mean, if either team's ahead,
I would close your eyes during this one.
They're passing to Kamara or they're passing to McCaffrey.
Yeah. Well, no, but I'm saying you would rather this get like 30-3 Saints early. Because then it's like Latavius Murray getting the rock.
But even that San Francisco game, McCaffrey still had a shit ton of points.
No, absolutely. I ain't talking about McCaffrey. You need Kamara to get out of your face. You don't need an 80 fucking spot dropped on you with this game. And it can happen.
It can't happen.
Deezy's got me scared. I'm going Seward here. The winning streak stops. The winning streak stops this Sunday.
We'll find out.
So Rupp went.
Who you got, DZ?
So wait a minute. Who did Rupp pick himself?
I think so.
I'm going me.
All right. Well, I'm going to pick Rupp because I do not want to hear this motherfucker do the lone wolf again. It's too. Give us a lone wolf, Nate. Much better. Much better.
I probably woke up the kids. Thanks. You saw the one over here earlier. He's awake. He's been awake.
No, he's got to throw up anyway.
Yeah, no, he's not feeling good. That's definitely for sure. That's all our picks for the week. Good shit, fellas. Good work. Yeah, glad I got a good, pretty dry week on the matchups. We'll see if anything shakes up outside of the Seward-Rupp matchup. But yeah, Rupp, thanks for joining us. You did a fantastic, real bang up job.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I wanted to do this Monday. Rupp said no. Tuesday, Rupp said no. Wednesday, Rupp said no. Thursday, he said no. I'm like, is Josie prepping him? She is getting him ready to go on what to say, what not to say. But we finally got him on the show, got him okayed. But Rupp,
hey, Josie, you want me to add anything before? No. Okay.
Shut up. Hey, real quick, before we get off the show, I mean, I got a Super Bowl win, but with all five of we've had five, right? Special guests, Nate? Five. 2 Super Bowls combined between all 5 teams. So, I mean, just want to throw that out there. Appreciate the Super Bowl winners coming on the show.
Absolutely.
Oh, man. Yeah, good work, Rupp. Appreciate having you on. Tell Josie no more trades. It's not allowed anymore. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining us. You got anything else, guys? No?
I'm out. I'm going to ruin fucking Sundays.
We should get shirts. Ruining Sundays. Realest EDL ever. Catch y'all next time.